packed stadium, the biggest names in bass fishing, thousands of passionate anglers. But that's just the beginning. Join us as we travel to the Bassmaster Classic in the USA, a peek behind the scenes of the world's most prestigious bass fishing event, followed by breathtaking lakes, spectacular bites, and awesome fish. This is our Bassmaster Classic adventure. Let's go! Welcome to this video. This time it's something else than what you're expected of us, because
we are in United States. It's so difficult to say. Yeah, our flag is nice. Not the same as the Guanadu that we have in France, but
this is Guillaume, our French jack of all trades. And this is me, fully focused. Guillaume and I are visiting the USA to attend the Bassmaster Classic and the Expo during the tournament, meet our American colleagues, and, of course, spend a few days fishing together. As always, we have arranged something nice for you to win. After a 4-hour drive, we arrive at the hotel and get our first impression of the US.
You know, it's first time. That is why it's for each thing I find like really impressive. In fact, everything is just really big and impressive.
It's my first time here, so you know that everything is bigger here. But when you see the true scale of everything, when you are here, it's insane. So we've been to Buc-ee's, a gas station. Not that interesting, you would say, but it's really the biggest gas station I have ever seen, with maybe 100 gas pumps. A shop where they sell clothing, where they sell food, where they sell really everything is going on there. It's crazy.
We also visit the Bassmaster show. So in preparation of the Bassmaster, so it was like quite a mess at this moment, but it's big. I think maybe not so big as some show in Europe, but the quality of the booth was really impressive. I'm excited about the Bassmaster, especially for tomorrow because it's Media Day. So I'm really curious to speak to the pro.
To see how they approach fishing, because they approach it, I think, much more seriously than most European anglers do. Of course, it's like fishing Champions League.
To discover how they think, how they proceed, how they prepare like a competition like the Bassmaster. Because it is a classic, so yeah.
We can do it again because the focus is there.
oh no!
Yes, there we go.
Okay, hello. We are in the Media Day in the Bassmaster. So today we will interview some pro, especially the ones which are working with pro, Gamakatsu, Distai, which are part in this family. So it will be a good day. I'm so exciting, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. Look around here. It's so impressive. Such big boats. Let's see what's happening.
Yeah, I cannot wait. Let's begin.
Media Day at the Bassmaster Classic takes place the day before the tournament begins. Fans and press gather in a huge parking lot where all the competitors are parked with their boats. It's a great opportunity to meet the tournament anglers and ask them about their favorite rigs and lures. Footage from these interviews will be published on our socials, so make sure to give us a follow.
How was it? So it was really a nice opportunity, and yeah, they explained us not everything because they need to keep some secrets, especially because the Bassmaster will start tomorrow. But yeah, it was really so nice to speak about some fishing techniques, and like for every lures they have an explanation about small details, and yeah, in fact it's like for everything they are going further. So we have a lot of content now in the camera, and we will bring that, we will share with you. I really cross my finger that one of the pro from Spro or Gamakatsu will just won.
After Media Day, we hung out with our colleagues at the hotel before heading to bed. We are excited for tomorrow because the Bassmaster Classic is about to begin. One of the biggest predator fishing tournaments in the world.
So we are here at the Bassmaster Classic Expo Day 1. We are right in front of the convention center where it's going down. Guillaume, can you tell us something, what you're expecting of today?
What I expect?
Yeah.
It's a hard question, but I'm a little bit exciting to see all the booths, because we only saw the booths when they were building them. Yeah, so hard to say this. But yeah, So I just want to see everything ready, and yeah, to see all the people that are coming. I think it's like, yeah, big fishing party.
Yeah, it is.
I also see like that they are in live just next to us, so I would like to see what they're telling about the competition, etc. So I just want to live the event, in fact.
Yeah, me too. And I'm also excited to talk to the pros. I believe Kevin Brightwell will be here today,
Oh yes.
and Mike McClelland, and Dean Rojas. So we will be sure to search for them and ask them some questions. And I'm curious what they have to tell.
Yeah, me too.
So shall we go in?
Yeah.
All right,
Please,
let's go.
please.
Inside the expo, the atmosphere is buzzing with fishing energy. Especially around this pro booth, something special is happening. The show starts at 10 a.m., but even before opening, a line is already forming in front of the booth. The Hide Up Koike is what all the hype is about. At 10 a.m., this happened. While people were trying to get their hands on the koike, our colleagues constantly had to restock the wall to keep up with demand. After just 4 hours, every koike was sold out. And of course, after all that chaos, it was time to recharge. Then it was time for us to take a look around and see what the show had to offer. It was absolutely packed. Remember when Guillaume said this earlier?
I think maybe not so big as some show in Europe, but
Well, it turned out we had only seen 1 out of 3 floors. And we hadn't even seen the outdoor area yet. They even had a long jump competition for dogs. So that was today's Bassmaster Classic Expo. And in the end of the day, the 2 Japanese guys from Hide Up came to us to ask if we would like to go to the weigh-in. So we will go to the stadium now to see all the bass being weighed and see who is the winner of today. This is unbelievable, right?
Yeah, and maybe we will be in a good place.
Yeah, let's see. I hope would be cool. This was honestly shocking to us. A stadium packed with people for a fishing tournament.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming?
Just about ready to start our weigh-in. Are you guys ready to do this? One more time. Are you ready?
The competitors have to keep their 5 heaviest bass of the day alive in the live well of their boats before presenting them on stage during the weigh-in. That's where the leaderboard is formed and where the champion is crowned. After a brilliant day and dinner, it's time to reflect on everything that happened and compare the biggest differences between the US and Europe.
I feel tired, but extremely happy that I have experienced what I have experienced, what we have experienced. It's a completely different world here. Fishing is in no way the same here as in Europe. It's much more serious, it's much more for everybody. You see complete families, including children, including older people. If you see how dedicated the pros are, that's completely different than in Europe. And it is really nice to have seen that in person, to have felt it, what it means to these people.
so the difference between USA and Europe is that, yeah, I think in Europe fishing is like a hobby, and really in USA it's a lifestyle. Yeah, everyone is fishing. It's part of the life.
So I'll just collaborate to produce the next product for tomorrow.
What is your question? So what I think about the collaboration of pro, like how that pro staff develop the products for the brand. Yeah, I think that's really good. I mean, if you see how dedicated those pro guys are here, they spend almost every 3 minutes of their life on the water, so they have a lot of experience, and to them it's life, it's their income. So to them, having good products is super, super, super important. And therefore, I think it's really smart to have products developed by them, because they know what's going on the lake, they know what's important, they know what they need to catch fish. So yeah, I think to use that level of skill and convert it into a good product, yeah, makes sense to me.
The way in, it was just amazing. All the sound effects, all the light effects, and yeah, it's like a big show. It's just, I will repeat again, but it's just a party. They are just celebrating fishing.
There is only one thing I can say: mind-blowing.
So yeah, I think this resumes the weekend feelings.
Yeah, I think we are about to go to bed, and then tomorrow morning we will pack our bags and drive towards Atlanta again to visit the SPRO office.
To prepare all the stuff and the gear for the coming days, and after we will go to private lakes to fish for black bass.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that.
And yeah, I'm really exciting about these fishing days.
The next morning, we drove from Knoxville to Atlanta. We stopped by the American headquarters of SPRO, where we got a tour of the office and warehouse and spotted some familiar products. Then it was time to prepare for the upcoming fishing days, selecting the right rods, reels, lines and lures. 2 pairs of eyes were definitely watching us closely and judging our choices. We made a schedule for the 2 fishing days so everyone would get the chance to fish with each other.
What did we do today?
In the morning we packed our bags and we left Knoxville, the hotel, to drive back towards the hotel where we are now, which is the same hotel where we stayed on day 1 in Atlanta.
The Candlewood suit, something like this. don't joke about my accent. Don't laugh about my accent. I saw. I have good eyes.
And on the road there we stopped in the SPRO America office to pick up the fishing gear for tomorrow, which was a little bit weird for me, because usually I know exactly what to pick and what to look for and which things will be good and not. But this time around we are in America, we are fishing for a fish species that I am really not that familiar with, so I saw a lot of things passing the table which I have no clue about. I just have to trust others on their word that it's good.
So we prepare some reels with full of fluorocarbon, so it's to be more camouflage in the water. So it will be interesting to also try this, because it's not. I never did this in France, to be honest.
I have little experience with black bass, but the experience that I have was that it was really, really cool. I really like those fish. That's only one thing that I have doubts about now. The weather here is super changeable. So yesterday we had like 25 degrees. Tomorrow will only be 7. So what that will do with the behavior of the fish, I don't know. But yeah, we will find out.
Some sleep, and we need to be ready for tomorrow. Finally, some fishing.
So like 20 minutes ago we have arrived at Live Oak Plantation. We've heard really good stories about this place, and we are about to launch the boat into the water to start fishing. So both Guillaume and I are beyond excited. Fingers crossed. And let's see what this place will bring us.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So we arrive on the spot.
Yeah, that was a very long drive.
First, we start power fishing with spinner baits in open water.
Domme man.
But the boat is drifting past some great looking cover, and our guide, John, suggests throwing a NACO rigged worm in between the pads. So we both rig up a wacky snack and get to work. We try to present our worm as close to the cover as possible. The anticipation is there. And we were not disappointed.
I don't care, it's small. Yeah.
Nice job, Steph.
My first American black bass on a technique I have never used before.
Perfect.
A wacky rig with a nail weight inside. Yeah, crazy. I'm super happy. First American black bass. Time to let him go and let him grow. Boys.
Our guide's tip proved to be a solid one, and both Guillaume and I started getting some nice bites.
Small one, but just a pleasure to be here. My girlfriend would be so jealous.
While vultures circled above our heads, we kept casting along those banks in search of more bites. And we didn't have to wait long.
Oh. But the bite was nice. A bit bigger than the last one, I would say. I put my worm back on, the wacky worm. Made one cast right against the lily pads. Tapped made a couple of twitches with my rod tip and I thought, punk. I'm super stoked, man. This is so cool. Bye bye.
The insecure feeling that comes with targeting new fish species and learning new techniques slowly make way for confidence as the bites keep coming. Every inch of lily pads gets covered with our worms, and every now and then a bass grabs one of our lures, which of course means we are having an absolute blast. Guillaume starts fishing some heavier cover with a helix stick rigged Texas style. That works fantastic as well. The advantage of this rig is that he can really fish deep inside the cover. From time to time I pick up a spinnerbait again. But fluorocarbon on casting reels and I are not friends yet. So I quickly switch back to what I know works.
Wat een beet, jongen. Oh, what a bite. Oh, this is a pike. It's really pretty. He was hanging out just in front of the lily pads, just like the black bass. And the bite is really hard. I really thought it would be a bigger bass, but I'm happy with it all the same. No, it's different, right? Yeah. Is this a pike or no? It's a pickerel. I see by the black. Yeah, it's a pickerel. It's a new species to my list, dude.
So nice.
You see this dark spot under the eye? That's how you can see it's a pickerel. All right, let's put it back. Bye bye. Tell me, what's your first impression of this live oak?
It's full of fish. Really full of fish. No, it's a good introduction, to be honest. Just so good to be on the water, to have some bites, to speak with John. And what do you think, you? Are you happy?
I think my face says it all. Yeah.
Yeah, you have a good face for once.
Yeah, look around you. It's really beautiful here. It's so calm, quiet, and there is a bunch of fish here. So, yeah. I think we will enjoy the upcoming days.
Let's finish with a big one.
Yeah, man.
Good.
After a refreshing soda,
Cheers.
we get right back to where we left off. Casting towards cover in search of bass. Although, we didn't really have to search that hard.
Hey, you got one? Yep. Oh, shit. Ah. Yo.
Come on, Steve.
No matter how many fish you catch, every nibble or bite is just as exciting as the last one. The fish we're catching may not be huge, but the amount of fun they provide definitely is. Guillaume spots a hunting fish on the edge of some lilies and makes a cast toward it. And so do I.
Nice. I think it's a good one, huh? Be careful. Yeah, it's really good one. Nice, safe. I think it's a big one. It's a good one. It's a really good one.
Nice.
Yeah, but in all honesty, this is more your fish than mine. You spotted it first, I stole it from you.
I don't care. We share this fish. It's not a problem. I really don't care. It's fishing.
After that, I really tried my best to steal a few more fish from Guillaume, but the bass seemed to have vanished. So we head back to the lodge where we share the experiences of our first day with our colleagues and enjoy a well-earned dinner. After a frosty night, all of us are getting ready for the next fishing day. The boats clearly show signs of how cold it was overnight. We discuss what effect that might have on the fish, but as they say, there is only one way to find out.
Good morning, guys. We are about to head out on the lake. Supposedly this is the lake where the big ones are at. And today I'm fishing with Kevin Brightwell from the Swim Baits.
Yep,
So what are you throwing today?
everything.
Yeah?
Everything. I'm hoping to catch them on big baits. The temperature has dropped incredibly over the past few days, so they have been a little finicky so far, but we're gonna try to get a big fish on a big bait.
Fingers crossed. Let's see if we can do it. Your Red Bull's here.
Did you grab it?
No, it was here. Whoa.
Shit. Is your camera okay?
Yeah, just a couple of drops on it. Are you okay?
No, I'm fine.
Compared to Kevin, Guillaume has a smoother start of the day.
So today, new day. I'm not with Steph. Steph is actually with Kevin this morning. I am with Mr. Nakamura, and we're going to fish to another lake, not the same as yesterday, but it's the occasion to try different things. And the water is really clear, so yeah, let's try something. Small one, but still a one. Nice.
What are you throwing right now, Kevin?
Throwing the KGB Prince. Big glide bait.
So Kevin, in the Netherlands there is some confusion about what's a glide bait, what's a swim bait. Can you tell what's the difference? Can you explain that?
So I would say the best way to describe it is all of them fall under the category of a swim bait. Swim bait ultimately means a bait that looks like it's swimming. But when you talk about glide bait specifically, that's a bait usually with a single joint, almost always with a single joint, and achieves an action of left, right, left, right. And that kind of is a subcategory in the swim bait world. That's the best way I know how to describe it.
On the other boat, Guillaume gets introduced to a, for him, completely new technique called mid-strolling.
So now we are fishing with a jellyfish, with a 4 grams jig head. And the idea is to fish like in mid-strolling, so we are fishing really in the middle of the water with some twitch. It's very interesting because we don't do that in France, and yeah, apparently very effective. So let's continue.
Thank you.
So, and do you have any like secret tips or tricks on how to fish with swim baits?
Yeah, start off slow. I know I'm working fast now, but throughout the day, speed up, find the cadence. And if you're not picking up fish, you can slowly speed up until you do find fish. And even some of our baits like the Spro Little Guy, even though this is a super darty little bait and you can work it and jump it and burn it and do all kinds of high speed maneuvers with it, don't hesitate to slow that thing down. It doesn't always have to cut left and right. When you slow it down, it starts wandering and wobbling, and that a lot of times just triggers them. It looks like a bait fish that isn't healthy, that isn't fleeing away and darting. It looks like just one that's been maybe getting a little sick, a little old, dying off, and just cruising. And a lot of times that will trigger bites whenever all your aggressive fun action won't. So slow down, work your way up to speed through the day, and if you find fish or have the conditions have changed, the fish quit eating, start that process over. Find the speed, the cadence they like, and that's gonna help you get more bites.
More bites. That's exactly what we are after. So I switched back to what worked on the first day.
Carpet. They kept me on the road, so I wish I was actually. Oh, there it is, right on the head when it hit the water.
Finally, we are off the mark.
Yep.
The wacky snack delivers once again. And aboard Guillaume's boat, it proves its value there too.
I wish I videoed you the first time, I didn't the second time. I'm sorry, man.
No, no problem. I was filming. Oh. I love this fish. It's just amazing.
But when you're not sight fishing, mid-trolling the Judy fish is hard to beat.
Thank you, buddy. So we just finished the first morning. Jellyfish was clearly the soft bait of the morning, so it means trolling. It was very interesting to try this new technique.
We're giving up. Fishing is not our sport. We're gonna throw everything. We're gonna put it in the lake, new habitat. We're gonna go grab some lunch.
Just a jagged like this.
Thank you. Yep.
It's a Gamakatsu jagged, white cap. And something we don't do a lot in France, but quite sure after this trip I would try something.
On a serious note, it's been a tough bite. We had a cold front come in. I mean, these guys were at almost 80 degrees temps for the past week, and it was below freezing last night. I mean, a massive cold front came through. They are biting. We're just having to work for it and have to fish ways that work. Not my preferred style, but it works. And so I'm trying everything I can to avoid what they're actually wanting to eat. But now I think we're gonna suck it up. We're gonna fish what they're wanting to eat, and we're probably gonna catch a lot of them this afternoon.
This afternoon we are with Kevin. It will be a good opportunity to speak about swim baits.
A hearty lunch is devoured in no time, as everyone is eager to get back out on the water. And before long, all boats are back on the lake again.
It's after lunch. We headed out to the same lake as in the morning, but this time around I'm with fishing guide John and Sato from Hide Up. And Sato is actually the developer of the Judy fish, so I'm gonna ask him all about that later on today. First, let's see if we can get our hands on some fish.
As the water has warmed up considerably since the morning, our expectations are high.
So, okay, now we are on the second spot for the afternoon. I'm with Kevin and John. And no more is needed. We just need to fish and we catch a big one.
A big one. That's exactly what Satoshi is after as well. He swaps out his koi kif for a Judy fish and starts mid-strolling. With fast twitches of the rod tip, he brings the lure to life. Every tap of the rod creates a rolling motion on the water.
Hey! Big?
In a deeper section of the lake, Sato hooks into something that pulls a little harder. But then it gets stuck.
Stuck? No, are you kidding me?
By applying a bit more pressure, Sato manages to free the fish from the weeds, only for it to bury itself again moments later. Luckily, the same trick works twice, and he finally manages to bring the fish to the surface.
Hell yeah! Way to go, Sato!
Jellyfish middle.
5-7.
The Judy fish clearly has some special fish catching power, but how do you get the absolute most out of it? That's exactly what I asked Sato.
なるべく薄く薄くっていう形ですね。上に重心をやればやるほどロールをしやすくなるんで、こういった感じですね。はい。で、ここがまっすぐなれば、一番いいんですけれども、もっとロールをさせやすいってなると、もうちょっと深差しにしてもらって、深差しというか、もうちょっと長く深くして、例えばちょっと頭上がりにしていくと、結構初心者の方でもすごくロールをしやすいんで、もしロールを出したいんであればこの刺し方で、テクニックが、ちゃんとミドストのテクニックができる人は普通の平行が一番いいです。あとこうすることによって結構動きが大きくなるんで、例えばこういった濁ったエリアとかでも結構おすすめなんで、ぜひちょっと使い分けてみてください。
Also, don't forget to pull apart these tentacles so they can move freely. Meanwhile, Kevin is showing Guillaume all the fun ways to fish glide baits. You can rip them.
You can walk the dog or swim.
And Guillaume is still going strong, mid-trolling his Judy fish.
Oh, there he is.
No.
Crappie.
New,
That's a good one.
new,
That's a very good one.
new species for me. I like this.
That's a big.
I'm really happy. You cannot imagine how.
That is a big.
A huge crappie unlocks a brand new species for Guillaume. Maybe the big fish on the other lake have woken up too.
Oh, big hit, big hit. Fish is small, but the hit was good.
Even though the fishing was a bit tougher today, I still had an amazing time. Just watching Satoshi's incredible technique while casting and presenting his lure is fascinating.
Okay.
Nothing but smiles on the boat when he releases his two biggest bass of the day.
Thank you. Hey. Thank you.
Let's see how Guillaume is getting on with his mission to catch a big fish.
Oh,
Oh, that's a gar. That's a gar.
oh, nice.
Yeah, that's a solid. Fun size. On that, he's got.
Small rod.
Get a boat, right? There you go.
Don't want. Okay. Yes, love it. Thank you. So we're on the way back. So this afternoon was was good with some quite nice fish. So yeah, and a lot of fish also. So very interesting. Some crab here. So the first one for me. And yeah, it was good to spend time on the water in any case. So
I'm afraid the fishing part of Lake Oak is done, but I'm really glad that I was on a boat today with Sato here. What this guy can do with a casting reel is insane. I've never seen it in my life, so I'm really happy to have seen that. We will have dinner in the lodge. We will drive back to Atlanta, and then the day after we will fish Lake Lanier for a new species on my list, which is spotted bass. So let's see, it will be exciting, I think.
I was like, okay, it's a place really full of fish. It was also a really good experience because we are with a lot of different people. It was also the opportunity to try new techniques. I said, why not try jellyfish in mid-strolling? So it was first time. And after a couple of casts, I caught my first one. So I was like, oh, maybe there is something to do. And I think it was a really good technique to do because a lot of fish were caught by mid-strolling. But an idea is to animate with twitch, but very supple. I think the main idea with mid-strolling is that you bait spend more time in front of the black bass.
What do I think about fluorocarbon fishing? That's a good question. Personally, I hate it, but I do see sense in it. I saw in the afternoon with Sato, he was skipping under the branches, hooking fish right in the middle of the obstacles, and fluorocarbon is much more abrasion resistant than braided line is. So therefore, if the hooked fish dives down deep into the trees and the line is like grinding over branches or things like that, fluorocarbon is much more resistant to that and will hold up. I'm not saying with braid you wouldn't, but with fluorocarbon you have a much higher chance. Downside is you need to practice because it does take some skill to cast with it.
But it was just so nice to share time on the water, to learn new things, to exchange, and yeah, just to be together as really a team.
Tomorrow we will wake up early, drive 1 hour to a place called Lake Lanier, and there we will fish for a new species called spotted bass. They should be much stronger and much more aggressive than black bass. So yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow.
After a short drive, we finally lay eyes on Lake Lanier.
So Guillaume, what are we doing today?
Normally we are going to fish. We are with Buddy, right? So I hope it will be a good day, but we're on the water, it's a sunny day. And we will fish for spot bass?
Spotted bass.
Spotted bass. So I think no more words needed. I just want to fish now.
Yeah, me too. Let's go.
Let's go.
Buddy, our guide for today, fires up the engine and blasts off to the first spot at incredible speed. The scenery on Lake Lanier is breathtaking. At the first spot, Buddy uses his live sonar to search for our target species, spotted bass. While Guillaume and I are getting ready, Buddy already spots an opportunity and goes for it.
Oh!
Way to go, Buddy.
Nice one. Oh, look at this. This one is huge.
Oh, that's a nice one.
You want to...
Oh.
Both Guillaume and I are immediately impressed by the beauty and power of this fish species and can't wait to catch one ourselves.
Look at the back on him.
That's how a lot of them are.
Nice.
Fattest bellies on them.
Look at the...
Decent one.
Yeah.
You spot it?
That was a spotted?
Spotted bass.
Yeah, but you spot it on the live scope?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, there was like 2 or 3 of them right there.
Guillaume, your turn.
Your turn now.
Pressure is on, buddy. I mean, Guillaume.
Yep. Okay, I have the joke now.
Yeah, I'm good.
Guillaume gets a few opportunities, but the fish don't commit. Then he gives me a chance to try. I cast the koike towards a group of fish we can see on the live sonar.
He's flying.
And Buddy coaches me on exactly how to present the lure. That was super close.
You get it, you get it. Yeah! No!
Oh no! Fuck! I have everything. I don't know why I was saying, okay, maybe I can film now.
Oh, dude,
No!
that was a big one. Okay, but I got the hang of it now.
Yeah, you got it now.
And now I understand a little bit more what I should do.
It's kind of a cat and mouse game when they get up on it. You kind of just have to play. Don't leave it too still, but you
Yeah.
kind of have to let it sit a little bit.
Another opportunity presents itself almost immediately. But then it's Guillaume's turn to show what he can do. The live sonar screen shows a group of fish following the koike with bad intentions.
Got him! Got him! Yeah, buddy.
Oh, thank you. So, in fact,
Oh, he popped off too.
perfect. Thank you. Nice.
How does it feel, Guillaume?
So good. And I feel that the animation was to increase the speed, but first spotted bass, so I'm so happy. New species.
What a stunning and powerful fish. Both Guillaume and I are thrilled with the start of the day and eager to see what else is in store for us. The bass are acting difficult in this calm part of the lake, so Buddy suggests moving to an area where the little wind that's available creates a slight ripple on the surface. After a short and incredibly fast boat ride, we arrived at the second spot. The screen shows plenty of fish in the area, so I pick up the rod rigged with the koike and start casting towards them.
Yeah. Yeah!
Good.
Yeah!
This one.
Look at that, dude. Wow.
Amazing fish. Really amazing fish.
It's so awesome, dude. You see them coming at the live screen? In the morning they were hesitating a lot, so Buddy said let's go out to the main lake where there is a little ripple, and that seems to make all the difference. This one ate the koike without any doubt. Wow. If you can't tell, I'm really happy.
Yeah. I saw that.
It's amazing how spotted bass and largemouth bass can be so similar yet so different at the same time. They may look alike, but their behavior is something else entirely. And that koike really seems to trigger them.
This is a 17 koike. The reason I'm choosing it today is it's real calm out here today, so you don't want something that's real loud when it hits the water and scares them. So this koike, you can land it real soft and they don't really know it's there. And the water's super clear, so as soon as it gets in the water, they're gonna see it. putting a real light weight in it and just kind of keeping it up above them and twitching it and just kind of hanging it above them. And that's my favorite way to work it. To me, it's the way to go. So I got a 3/0 treble hook in there with a 1/16 ounce weight, and I put a little glue on the weight just to keep it in there, and nothing special, but it gets it done. And you can put kind of whatever size nail weight you want. If the fish are a little deeper, you can put a heavier nail weight in it. Today we got a real light one in there, and that you just kind of have to play with that and however the fish are wanting it. If they're reacting different, put a different weight on there, and that's the way I go about it.
And that rigging method appears to work incredibly well.
Can't really see your bait at the moment. Oh, yep, they're on it, I think. Yep, keep pushing it. Keep twitching it. He's all over it. Keep hitting it. Oh my gosh.
Got him.
Oh. Yeah, this one is bigger than mine. Good! You're so good. You're really so good. Oh, nice. Look at this koike. Right inside. Of course. I love them. Why we don't have spotted bass in Europe? We don't want to go on a trip with you?
The beauty of these fish never gets old. Every fish is unique and impresses us with its high contrast markings.
The markings on them are unreal.
Body takes us from hotspot to hotspot, and the koike keeps producing fish all day long. Every catch is welcomed with high fives and big smiles. This truly is an unforgettable day that will stay with us for a long time. The bass are so eager to eat the koike that sometimes they follow it all the way to the surface. But when you can actually see them eat it, it's easy to strike too early. Guillaume decides to finish the day in style, with a big one. When the fish violently shakes its head inside the net, it throws the koike free from the treble hook. Luckily, Buddy manages to save the lure.
I saved it. It was falling. I wouldn't let that.
It's me after 2 weeks in America.
We wish this day could last a little longer, but unfortunately even the best things come to an end and we make our way back to the boat ramp. The Japanese guys from Hide Up arrive at the same time, and we are happy to hear that they also had an incredible day filled with big spotted bass. According to our schedule, this was supposed to be the last fishing day of the trip. But Mr. Nakamura, the president of SPRO, had a trick up his sleeve.
The first plan was maybe to not fish at all. Maybe we would like to spend the day in the office, but then Mr. Nakamura proposed us to go fishing yesterday, and of course we said yes.
We would like to fish again spotted bass.
Yeah, he did warn us that the lake is very, very tough. He calls it home run lake for the reason that he usually gets one bite or nothing, and the one bite usually means big fish.
So it's one big or nothing. That's the idea with this lake. And when we arrived, it was full of boats.
But Guillaume and I said to each other, probably it's busy for a reason. Probably the bite is on.
The last full day of our America trip is here, and today we are on board of the boat of Mr. Nakamura, and we will fish a place called, what's the name of this place actually? Carter's Lake. It's a very beautiful lake in the middle of the woods in the mountains, very calm. Supposedly pretty hard, but the fish should be really big, so let's see what we can do today.
Let's catch a big one.
Full throttle, we head towards today's first spot. Just like yesterday, we start searching for spotted bass in shallow areas with plenty of structure.
And on the first post we try
Yeah.
Oh!
Nice.
No! I suck. I had 2 bites on jellyfish in mist trolling. Striper?
This lake is striper too. Half. We don't know, but sometimes yes.
So it was only a striper, Guillaume. Don't worry. Just for reference, this is what a striper can look like.
It seemed that we find something, so we try to focus on this. But after it was really difficult.
For a period of maybe 2.5 or 3 hours, nothing happened, and we tried all sorts of different techniques. We were getting a little bit lost, like frustrated and not knowing what to do next.
Fish were really difficult and fish were really close to the bottom. So we were like out of ideas.
But then Guillaume found the solution, which was to rig a Gila cont.
Because Friday, Buddy said that sometimes when it's difficult, you need to fish really slowly on the bottom. So I was like, okay, maybe I can try something. I just rig a Gila cont. And I rig a Gila cont, and we show a tips from Yui, which say that you can add a weight on the hole, just here. So it's exactly what I did. In fact, it allows you to have like a right balance. So the presentation of your bait is like this in the water. And for rigging, it's like a Texas, it's like an offset hook. So just like this. And in fact, you have like a, let's say not a hole, but you have space for your offset hook. So I just use this space to do this. And what I did is I hide the point in the body of the bait. I'll do this every time I fish for black bass. So this is the complete rig. And I think I had a bite after like 3 casts.
Oh! No! Oh!
And I miss it. In fact, my hookup was not enough because it's a TPE soft bait, and I hide the point of my hook inside the body of the soft bait. My hookup was not enough efficient to hook up this fish. In fact, I was also following the ground, but I saw some stick inside the water, so I was like, maybe there is a fish hiding in these sticks. And I tried to animate a little bit my soft bait just to have a slow presentation. And I had this, not a bite, it was like really an aspiration of the soft bait.
Unfortunately, the chest cameras overheated in the bright sun, so the bite wasn't captured on film.
And good hookup and a strong, really strong fight. It was amazing.
I have no camera.
Dude! And I catch the first spotted bass of the day. So I was really happy. I was shaking. I was fishing with Gila cont very slowly. I just missed a huge bite. And this one came again. I'm so happy because it was so difficult. It was really so difficult. Look at this fish.
Clearly Guillaume has found something good here. 2 bites on Home Run Lake must mean something.
55!
At 55 centimeters and weighing well over 4 pounds, this fish gave Guillaume a new personal best.
Happy?
Yeah, I'm just shaking because the fight was so strong and it's so hard to have a bite since this morning. So when you lose a fish just before, I fish for this, I fish for feeling. And after I said to Steph, okay, I think we have something, so
Then Guillaume showed me how to rig it because it's really completely new to me, and he also showed me how he fishes it. So, and I tried to copy what he told me to do. So I cast it and then I just let it sink to the bottom, and very slowly I tried to follow the contours of the lake bed. So just hop it over the rocks, slide it over the stones and over the sand, try to stay as close to the bottom as possible. And doing so within 5 casts or so, I felt the lure drop on the bottom, but the knock on the bottom was not, it was sand there. So usually it's a bit soft, it's a bit, you know, like a padded drop. But here it was like, doof. It was rock solid. And I thought, hey, maybe that was a bite. But I was not really sure, so I tried to feel carefully, and then I felt like this typical when you're Carolina rigging for perch, you also have that, like tick, 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 tick. And then I knew, okay, a fish is nibbling it. Maybe half a second I waited, and then I felt resistance and set the hook. Oh!
Nice, man. Get these.
Yeah! It was not not a huge one, but the relief was so big. It's so nice and rewarding to be able to catch a fish on a lake as challenging as that one.
And just like that, by switching from one lure to another, an incredibly tough day suddenly turned into an awesome one.
So then the mood completely flipped, and yeah, we had a great day on the lake. It was beautiful there. I really loved it.
That final evening, we joined Mr. Nakamura and the Hide Up guys for dinner at a crab restaurant, which was absolutely delicious. But the next morning, it was really time to go. We almost missed our flight, so in a rush, we recorded this.
So that's it. We are finally at the airport after a long wait, and it was really close.
Yeah. So yeah, that was it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like this channel, like this video, subscribe, then you will not miss a thing. And of course, as in every Pro video, you can win something. We had a couple of lures signed by Mike McClellan personally at the Bass Expo, and you can win those. The only thing you need to do is leave a comment below and tell us which species of fish you would like to catch in America. And then you may win one of those lures. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.
Let's go.
Let's go.